Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. Last time we beat up Shinji for the last time. Since this is our last Let's Play of this game until we reach CCC. And yeah, that's pretty much all we did. Next part is gonna be the week 2. So, without anything else, let's go ahead.
目的のない旅。海図を忘れた後悔。君の漂流の果てにあるのは、迷った末の無残な餓死だ。だが、生に執着し、魚を口にし、星の巡りを覚え、名も知らぬ陸地を目指すのならば、あるいは、誰しもは、初めは未熟な航海者に過ぎない。骨子のない思想では、聖杯には届かない。
Feel ripped apart to the core. There's Shinji's death, and then there's what Rin said. That's right. I know it's logical, but emotionally I can't deal with it. Unable to let it pass unnoticed, my servant talks to me. Who cares about stuff like that? Needing a purpose to be strong, needing resolve to be legitimate, that all sounds like lies to me. You didn't need to know anything about yourself to allow me to be of use to you. You can just go on instinct, even with the big stuff like ideals. That's what you've done so far. That's why you're a fighter, like him. You're a kind of a person who is never crushed under the weight of responsibility. So please, don't say things like that. You'll die if you lose, so you can't disappear, Master. Alright, I'll keep doing my best, even if I don't know why just yet. After all, I've won once, and I need to keep winning. You know what that means. Right as I leave the classroom, I hear an electronic noise from my portable terminal. The next combatants will be announced in the second floor bulletin board. I should hurry to the second floor bulletin board. Alright, let's go on. Just as before, my name is listed next to another sheet on the bulletin board. My name is listed first, and then... Master Dan Blackmore, battleground the second Chimeric Lunar Sea. So you are the one who will be my next opponent. An elderly gentleman is standing next to me. His hair is pure white, and his face weathered with the marks of aging. But though he's clearly aged, he doesn't seem to be the last bit frail. If I had to describe the way he wore his years, I'd say it was more like a tree's rings. His scars have become a solid score, and tough bark. It is impossible to see his age as weakness. You're green, whenever you may think you lack experience. That you have let your opponent appearance shake your resolve is proof enough of inexperience. In your eyes, they are lost. You are beyond hopeless. Entering the battlefield in that state will prove disastrous. And off he goes. Master, don't let what that grumpy old codger said bother you, because whatever you choose to do is absolutely positively right. Master, you never lost. Jeez, doesn't he know that old soldiers are to get kicked off the horse and left behind? Wait, is that the thing? She's speaking lightly. I guess she doesn't feel as overwhelmed as I do. Not only is he skilled, but he's courageous and insightful. His words are shot clean from my ego. I can win against this man, but if I lose, then I'll be the one facing death. After my opponent is revealed, I recall something. I think the girl who gave me the advice when I didn't know left from right. Rin Tosaka. Maybe she's on the rooftop again. I should check later if she's there. We'll see about that in a bit. And there's the Matrix, but there's not really nothing interesting there. Just than Blackmore. We can go into our room, see if Cass has anything new to say. I don't think so, because her achievements are pretty grindy.
私ともあろうものが大切な祝辞を忘れておりました。1回戦突破おめでとうございます。相手は聖杯戦争を遊びと思っていたボンプですが、魔術師としての力量はなかなかのもの。それを下したご主人様はやっぱり私のご主人様としてふさわしいお方です。この調子でガンガン行きましょう。それとせっかく勝ち残ったんですから、倒した相手について悩むのはなしですよ。まだ少ししかお仕えしていませんが、ご主人様の人となりは感じ取れます。あまりお一人で背負い込まないでくださいね。
And that's that. Got a nice little pep talk from Caster there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go to the rooftops, talk to Tosaka then. I heard about your opponent in the second round. He's a decorated soldier, although I believe he's retired now. He's a sniper from a kingdom who is allied, from a kingdom that is allied, whether they want to or not, with a Harvard plutocracy. Things like crawling over a mile or snapping an enemy commander are par for the course for him. Get it? He's a completely different caliber than your first round opponent. Jeez, you really are pathetic. Your enemies haven't returned and you're weak on top of that. I don't want to preach, now, but without memories, without your reason to fight, you're dead in the water. The ratio you've put down to advice is kind of wonky there. I get what Rin says I have a handicap. The Holy Grail War is won by individual motivation. To lack the core of that motivation is a problem. Only soldiers fight solely out of obligation. For the rest of us, we need to keep our eyes on the prize. You're not a strong-willed person or a soldier, but by now you should know that's a weakness. If you got the strongest noble phantasm out there, he'll make quick work of you. What's a confused look for? Talk about noble phantasms. Don't tell me you don't know. It's like King Arthur's Excalibur. Noble phantasm is a power that makes the servant a servant. Noble phantasms makes my servant a servant. I do believe my questions rendered Rintosaka speechless. You don't have a noble phantasm. No, I mean, you aren't making full use of your servant's powers, yet you defeated Eldrake. And then I thought you relied on a really potent noble phantasm to defeat Eldrake. Gotta rethink my opinion on you. But more and more I'm getting the feeling that something's very off about you. I mean, your memories didn't return after prelims, and you didn't use a noble phantasm either. You're a troublesome individual, you know that? Maybe a bug damaged your personal data and you when you exited the prelims. Possibly your magic circuit isn't functioning right. In any case, you have to fix the issue. Meanwhile, you better keep using your servant and updating their alteration of the soul. You may be able to use their noble phantasm if you strengthen your bond with your servant. The Seraph is supposed to treat all masters equally. If the Seraph sees you can't use your noble phantasm, it will take corrective actions. And then one more thing, defeating an enemy isn't an invitation to forget that the enemy never existed. It's helpful to know about who you fought, so take time to look over your matrix. Righto! Right, so now we have Sakura because of the box lunches or whatever you want to call it. What's the matter? That brazen girl said, were you? That's right, that smiling girl is a servant, one as capable as displaying incredible power. Not that I'm a master, of course I can't avoid my curiosity about this noble phantasm thing. Anytime I want to use my noble phantasm, just ask. It makes the shape of my heroic legend. See, my noble phantasm will expose my identity, so you better not be careless with it. I understand how a great warrior's tactics and tools will telegraph the identity of a wise master. I will be the most advantageous if I will wait as long as possible to use the noble phantasm. The computer beeps, which ends the conversation for now. I'll learn Caster's identity in due time. She says I'll know everything eventually, so I don't think it's right for me to keep questioning. Primary cipher key has been generated. A trial, huh? Right. If we don't acquire both triggers, I won't be able to enter the battle. Looks like we have a task to do. Let's complete it as quick as we can, Master. Taiga isn't here today. She'll come by tomorrow or the next day after. Let me see, we don't have any levels. No, we're close, but we don't have any. We'll level up in this turn, I guess. Here we go, Hakuno. Filling supplies. I wish you the best of luck this week, too. Nice, thanks. Into the first floor and onto the commissary. No, not the commissary, the arena. Not much to do here, so we can just go in direct into the arena. I feel a presence near the entrance of the arena and crouch down almost instinctively. It's the old man I had spoken to earlier, Dan with his servant, more than likely by his side. I've just learned the identity of our next opponent. Though young, they did survive the first round. Be on your guard always, and I will not tolerate any acting solely on your gut feeling. Yeah, I get it. I don't care who our opponent is, my only goal is their death. And anyways, they've already killed once, have they not? Anyone who's making it through the first round is worthy of a little respect, or is that just me? Your arrogance will be the death of us. I need you to obey my commands if we are to survive. No more acting on your own like the first round. Winning battles is meaningless if we lose the war. Do you understand me? I will not tolerate your insubordination for a second time. I got it. Jeez, old man, you can be a real pain in the ass sometimes. Ooh, look at the girly man. But the skinny ones are usually the most dangerous for some reason. More impressively by far is a master. He's obviously an experienced soldier. That punk from the round 1 was just a joke. This old warhorse is going to be much more of a challenge. Indeed. Let's get on with it. Heads up, master. Looks like those already went to the arena ahead of us. We might end up having to fight them. I hope you've been up to your preparations. If there's any loose threads you need to take care of, do so now, while you have the time. I'm good. Okay, let's get going. Be careful though, the opponent's going to be tougher than the last. Level 10 is the level needed. We'll get it right away. The moment I entered the arena, the very atmosphere sends warning messages screaming through my brain. Don't stop. You have the really annoying color palette too. However, I can't bring myself to move. This feeling like both my feet have been nailed to the floor. It's almost as my body and mind have become disconnected, and fear has taken over the basic instincts. I know that I have to get away as quickly as possible. The longer I stay here, the faster death will come me. Hang in there, my dear master. Don't zone out on me now. What's happening to me is far more serious than zoning out, but oddly, the comment seems to free me. The sound of Castor's voice somehow relieves my paralyzing anxiety. That must be the enemy's noble phantasm. Looks like he just sprayed poison everywhere. Well, thinks I'll give him an advantage is even invigorated than I thought. Just looking at the always optimistic Castor is enough to put me at ease. However, if this is a result of the enemy's noble phantasm, we still remain at a serious disadvantage. This kind of noble phantasm that relied on a static field, the source of the field has to be placed somewhere. If we destroy the source of the field, all will be cleared away in a heartbeat. Let's get going, master. The source of the enemy's poison has to be somewhere around here. Alright, let's get it over with quick. Excuse me, we'll deal with you later. Yes, right there. Aha! And clean wood sighted. There's no mistake, that suspicious tree is the source. If we destroy it, then it's a goodbye to the poison. Let's go. Indeed, let's go. Through here, you have to give a little bit of a big round here. Go over here and right over there. I hear the sound of two voices engaging conversation at the end of the hall, and slowly make my way over. These voices can only belong to two people who have known that I know of. It has to be Dan and his servant. Here they are, master. Looks like Gramps is talking about something important. Stay hidden. I give Castor a meaningful nod and try to quiet him by breathing. Attacking now would be a bad idea, especially since I can probably get a lot of information just by listening. What's the meaning of this? What's that? I put up a little barrier so that we would win, boss. Why wait till the elimination battle and take them out? If they drop out now, it'll be an easy victory for us. Who gave you the command to do such a deed? Even scavengers such as vultures that feed upon carrion have at least a little shred of dignity. It's obvious at the height of their voices that they disagree about the strategy they want to follow. The use of the U tree isn't necessary for this fight. I thought I forbid you from using it. It seems that you like the most important trait, pride. Pride, you say? Sorry, but I just can't see myself seeking somebody who's useless to that. Sorry about that. I mean, I'm all for it and all, but we need to win this whole thing. Really. It'd be the best thing in the world if our enemy would just kill themselves in the face of our pride. Sorry, but I'm not really the man, I'm not nearly the man you are. I'm just pragmatist that's result to poisoning if it will guarantee a kill. I see. Violation of trust, ambushes, betrayal. These are the things you rely on in battle. The servant puts up a barrier on his own. It's obvious that there is a disagreement with his actions. So those two don't get along at all. Their relationship is totally different from ours, dear master. I can't deny his resourcefulness, but since the dawn of time, the weak have always hidden behind clever schemes. If the strong were to use poison, it'd almost be like cheating. I can see why Gramps is scolding his servant. Dan lowers his voice, although it's hard to determine whether he's doing it from scorn or disdain. I will not order you to lower this barrier now. However, should you choose to disobey me again, off they go. After a somewhat petulant reply from Gotcha, the sense of their presence disappears as I sigh in relief. So there is discord between the enemies and his servant. While the difference in ability between us is great, this might be the key to victory in the second round. Alright, so off we go. Ow. Yeah, this guy, we already know all about him. Let's just get this over with. Ah, there it is. That's the source of the barrier. Magic flows where the tree of towers over the arena. There is so much that those two are unprepared could drown in poison. Take this! Much better. With a single swing of Castor's arm, the tree that generated the barrier vanishes as if it never existed. The moment the source of the barrier disappears, so does the pressure and the pain crushing my body. But this barrier, we need to watch out for the servant. I leave the arena to focus first. I need more information. We are not leaving just yet. We are, in fact, just gonna kill every single enemy here. Not that. Where is it? There we go. I do want Castor to take a little bit of damage too. Because of the achievement, right? We need to take a lot of damage. Alright, that's enough. Level 10, we already at the recommended level. It's pretty good. Treasure get indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and go backwards so we can explore the area over there. As usual, there's the fountain. There we go, another perfect battle. We need a lot of perfect battles, we need a lot of damage received. It's a bit of a juggle to get those, but we can get them all at the end if we grind out the last dungeon. But it does take a while. I don't think I've got every one in a single playthrough. But I guess I have to try it here. At least to showcase. Alright. I'm just gonna ignore that guy. Go over here first. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get almost all of these wrong. And I'm gonna save. I want to take as much damage as possible. It is a bit of a masochism run, I guess. Just have Caster be beating the shit out of time and time again. Alright, this one's gonna be a perfect. Oh, thank you. I think it's gonna be a perfect, right? Unless we get damage from this. We do get damage from that. Even if it's just a little bit. Off he goes. Alright, let's go heal now and let's finish up the rest of the dungeon. Come here. Alright. Yep, this is a perfect battle here. Off we go. Yep. Alright, now we have this big area. This is like the grind area. We got that guy down. And this is not gonna be a perfect battle, so again, I'm just gonna use this. It does a lot more damage. So yeah. Yep, there we go. I do think we live this. No, we don't. That sucks. That was definitely on me. I misjudged that. But you see how that's gonna be annoying later on, right? Alright. I'll see you when in that big area later in a bit. Alright, we're back here, and I think I know what the strategy with these guys are. Right, so I do the three first ones good, right? Then this one, I do it incorrectly. There we go, like that. There we go. We got the unlucky because of the little thing there.
行くものは90をですよマスター。
Alright, that's gonna be it.
お返しです。天罰てきめん。やっちゃいます。ご苦労様。それ何のそれ何のお返しです。死ぬかと思った。しつこいったらやられ役のくせに名前。
Open up the switch.
マスター準備を。
Well, let me see. We can just use let me see this. No, fuck. That's not the one I wanted. Damn it. Alright, give me a second. I'll be right with you. Alright, here I am again. Man, I don't know what's going on for me today. But yeah, no more mistakes from now on. Let's just get this over with. Over this.
レアアイテムゲットです。
And then get over there. There's really nothing here, just completing the map. There we go.
マスター準備を。参ります。頑張りますね。ご苦労様。やっちゃいます。頑張ります。
There we go.
存分に恨んでくださいましね。お疲れ様。経験値をありがとうございます。
Go over here, get that done. Heal a little bit. Then we have to go upstairs, because that's where the trigger is.
マスター準備を。
Or maybe not. Where the hell is it then?
いきますね。バリバリ呪うぞ。それ。聞いてください。
If it goes a bit below us.
乗ってきた。頑張ります。負ける気がしません。頑張りますね。それ。存分に恨んでくださいましね。おあいにくさま。不細。
Yep, it's over there. You can activate this either way, but gotta get the trigger first. Right there, you see it, right? Right this way.
マスター準備を。頑張りますね。それ。ご苦労様。天罰てきめん。やっちゃいます。はい。どう。さあ、もっといい声で泣いてもらいましょう。バリバリ呪うぞ。はい、お粗末様でした。尻尾汚れちゃいました。
Got this guy too. Not really in the mood. Let's just do this.
いきますよ。よく燃えますね。よく燃えますね。それ。
There we go.
ご主人様ったら天才かも。時間の
Oh yeah, we found that perky cipher key. Pesky cipher key. Or is it a trigger? I'm so confused.
ましたね、ご主人様。
Yeah, we really have like 2 names instead of just 1. Anyways, that's everything. Let's just get out of here. Yep.
無事終わりましたね、ご主人様。
Our new opponents are tougher than the first rounds, but there's one way that they're weaker. Here's why he will win. The old guy doesn't get along with his servant. But you and I are perfect combo, so we're going to win. Alright, we didn't get all the treasure because we are missing Taiga's quest tomorrow. All of a sudden, I hear voices in the hallway. One of them is familiar. Greetings, Sir Dan Blackmore. It's an honor to meet a knight of your such renown. That's definitely Leo giving the refined greeting. Leo's servant is at his usual spot, behind Leo, looming over like a silver shadow. Gawain preserves his silence, so the next voice is not his, but the man that's near Leo. The honor is mine to meet the Lord's successor in the Harways in a place such as this. Certainly you're not surprised. I'm just here to retrieve what is rightfully ours. I am a novice in the battlefield, but my family decided that I was the one to go. It's an embarrassing confession to make such a seasoned knight. The Almighty Grail, the Holy Grail, will be yours. Of course, the Harways must have it under our control, especially if the guardianship is vacant. Something so divine does not belong in the hands of a normal man, but in the embrace of a king. This Holy Grail war is annoying, but what can you do? You speak of the divine right of kings. Yes, I see that's where we're coming from. Leo's talking to my opponent in second round, Dan. They know each other, but it seems like they're never met, like they're both celebrities. So, the Holy Grail is legitimate. To tell the truth, I was rather dubious at the whole. Oh no, I feel unsuitably roused. To think that was at state I would be the honor of even questing for the Holy Grail. Of course, the Holy Grail is real. To your country, most of all. Oh, why have you arrived at that conclusion? Because of you, Sir Blackmore, you are not only a veteran, but a knight decorated by the Queen. The fact that a man of your rank has been dispatched is proof that the Holy Grail is real. What are you saying, young king? I'm just an old soldier. The Queen could not spare a young life for this battle royale, hence what I was called upon. You're close to the Queen, so you must have heard her displeasure at a certain allied organization. Well, the Queen's intentions do not reach a simple soldier's ears. I see, I beg your pardon. I shall take my leave. Let us be off, Gawain. As you wish. After bidding farewell to Dan, Leo notices me and stops. It's been a while, Hakuno. I have heard you passed the first round. Congratulations. If you're ready for the second round, I wish you luck, but it's strange. The Black Knight's lance has splintered. No, perhaps he has exchanged it for a sword. If this conviction is no longer what it used to be, then perhaps you have a genuine shot at victory. Leo doesn't elaborate any further before leaving. Dan also left while I wasn't paying any attention. What the heck are they talking about in the first place? The harder I try to understand, the less it makes sense. All I really grasped was they both really want the Holy Grail. I don't believe there's some magic dream-granting cup out there, but if they're both convinced... Master, if we're going to beat that old man, I think we should try to improve our teamwork more. Why don't we go to the arena? Once we perfect our attack, we'll show him what's what. Caster's right. If we don't get my abilities up to par, I won't have a chance at winning. And we will just in a little bit. First, let me see what you have to say. You're not going to believe this. My enemy dropped something and I picked up. Lucky me, I have to find out more about it right away. Yeah, just normal dialogue about looking at information. Alright, anything special today, Caster?
そろそろ行きますか。はい。お呼びとあらば、いつ声なりとも。冥府だろうとお付き合いしますね、マスター。
Alright, nothing really new. Alright, let's go talk to Ronnie now. The same mechanical expression in speech. Who or what could this girl possibly be?
こうして人間らしく対話するのは初めてですね。私はラニ。あなたと同様、聖杯を手に入れる使命を負ったもの。
I see this beautiful exotic girl many times before. This is the first time we've spoken. To hear real emotions in her voice is a relief. It's nice to speak to a fellow human being.
あなたを照らす星を見ていました。他のマスターたちも同様に読んだのですが、あなただけが霞に隠れた存在。では改めて質問を。どうか答えてほしい。あなたは何なのですか？
Huh? Hakuna Shinami, second year student of Tsukimiya Academy, that's all I am. No, that can't be right. The school is just a setting, the preliminary, so what am I?
正体を隠すのですか？昨日、ブラックモアのサーバントにはあんなに無防備だったのに。
Someone saw me. There shouldn't have been anyone there besides me and my opponent.
警戒しないでください。私はあなたの対戦者ではないのですから。見ていたというのは正確ではありません。星が語るのです。あなたのことを。私はただそれを伝えただけ。我が師が言ったものが誰なのか。私は新たに生まれる鳥を探している。あなたがその鳥なのかは分かりませんが。
Maybe she's an astrologer, but I don't really understand her. She seems mostly harmless, though.
私はもっと星を見なければならない。ですので協力を要請します。いかがでしょう。かの星を読み知ることはあなたにも有益なことだと思いますが、アトラスの最後の末として私はその価値を示したい。私はあなたを利用し、あなたは私を使用する。どうでしょう。私の頼みを聞いていただけますか？
You discovered me on your own. In addition to investigating that, it seems she already knows all about me. Terrifying thought. Information is everything this war. Of course our enemies are trying to learn more about us. I don't know what they've learned so far, but while I'm here, they could attack at any time.
申し訳ありません。しかし、死が言ったことの意味を知るためには、私は人間を知る必要があるのです。死は言いました。人形である私に命を入れる者がいるのかを見よと。死が言うのであれば、私は探さなければならない。人間というもののあり方を。あなたがそうなのか、それはわかりません。でも、あなたには少し、他のマスターと違う星が見える。私は、もっと人を見なければならない。あなたも、そしてブラックモアも。だから私に見せてほしいのです。何か彼の遺物を見つけたら、私のところまで来てください。私は3階の廊下の奥で待っています。その時、空を見てみましょう。ブラックモアの星を読むことは、あなたにも無益なことではないでしょう。 今から3日後には星を読むのに適した時が満ちるでしょう。その時までに異物をお持ちください。
With the final until it beat again, she gives me a last smile before turning her attention back to the sky outside the window. A girl of many mysteries, and oddly enough, I couldn't detect any animosity from her. If it'll help me learn about Dan, I'll be sure to find something and bring it to the 3rd floor. Alright, let's just do our good old going to the chapel and leveling up. Yeah. So, let me see. I want to increase her strength just a little bit more. Until it reaches C. We got Charm, Spirit Thief. Indeed. You can take a look at what that does right now. There we go. Absorbs enemy MP when using Break. When we use Break, it's a buff. Right, so that's the thing. The only way to the only way for this servant to gain MP without the use of this of that mystic code we have is by using that skill, which we get at level like what, 11? It's kind of crazy. Hakuno, I need your help. It's an emergency. Do you think you can help me out? Sure. Well, a permit on that a friend gave me as a gift somehow got sent to the arena by mistake. But I don't know whose arena it was sent to, so I'm throwing a Taiga signal for all students. So, do you think you can help me out with the searching the arena? Yeah. It'll be 2 days before it gets reported by a system error, so please get it to me before then. Alright, let's get to it. In we go. Nothing really special happens here, but we do have to find the arrow pieces, so I guess we can just go there right now. I don't like that she's the one who suggested, but searching for clues is a good idea, Master. Foxes are good noises for this sort of thing. I'll be sure to sniff out a clue. The first place I should have searched where that troublesome tree was. Alright, let's get on to it. I think I'm just gonna skip past most of the enemies since I don't really need the levels right now. Never mind. Another tally for the perfect battles. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. We do want her to make some amount of damage with her normal attacks, so it's good to level up her strength, even if it's not her primary powerhouse. You know what, let's just so it can be even faster. There we go. Let's just get over this with quicker than normal. Indeed. This is the place. This was Dan's created the barrier where the arrow struck. When I give the place a careful look, I notice something gives off a dull flash. This was the barrier, the remains of the arrow. The arrowhead in my hand looks antique. Yay, we did it, my dear master. If we look into this, we may find out something. There may be something more. We should keep searching. There is 2 more. It's always free. Alright, let's get this done. That's the Taiga quest item. Box of permissions. Let me see. The second one is... I missed it. It's right around the corner. There it is. Let's beat this guy up. First. There we go.
存分に恨んでくださいましね。
I feel like I've stepped into something. When I look at my feet, I see a rod lying there. It's an arrow, a broken one though. It may be some sort of evidence, so I decided to keep it. There may be something more. I should keep searching. Let's just beat the 2 more guys so we can at least level up.
いきますよ。ご苦労様。何を返します。やっちゃいます。聞いてください。ご苦労様返しです。はい、お粗末様でした。
There we go. Level up. We can just do things normally now.
レベルアップなんて、もうご主人様のイケメン。
The other one is around that way. It's basically the only reason why this little extension of the map exists. When I look at it, I see a magnificent feather. Must be related to the barrier that the servant left. I pick up the carefully, decide to take it home. I found everything. That's pretty succinct. Alright, let's get this over. Let's get on with it. And let's get out of here. Yep.
お疲れ様でした。
If you want to grind today, because tomorrow you really won't be able to do much in the arena itself. So yeah, if you need to grind in this day. Just a little suggestion. Alright, we can save and let's go to the final day before we call it ends. Quits here. Master, I have a bad feeling. We should be attacked. We shouldn't be attacked inside the school, but let's be careful. Indeed, don't go to the first floor. If you want to go to level up, use the menu. Because the moment you get into the first floor, you're gonna get ambushed. So there's that. Alright, strength. Nothing.
こうやって
Alright. And I think until we reach level 14 probably is when we get the next one. Alright, let's get ambushed. I set foot in the first floor foyer. The sudden chill runs through me and freezes me in place. Master, we've just been marked for death. I don't even breathe until I tell you to. Although I appreciate it, I don't need caster's warning to know that something is watching me. There's no doubt that I am being stalked by a servant. Here's the plan. When I give you the signal, run! Run into the arena. I try to calm down and prepare for the action as Caster and I make the eye contact. 1, 2, 3. Now! Together, Caster and I made a mad scramble for the arena entrance. If we come this far, maybe... I want to let you rest, Master, but this guy won't go away. He's shadowing us because we'll retaliate in a fair fight. It seems he knows this place. Let's find a wide open place and crush him with the smithereens. Let's show him our true power, true power. Alright, let's just do this thing again. And then let's get out of here quickly. Now we can do this, why not? There we go.
はい、お粗末様でした。おあいにく様、ブサイクモデルに用はないと言いますか。
Alright, here we are. I'm on full alert. The voice screams inside my head. I have to keep running, but I can't. Were we able to get away? So call that. Thanks for being such an easy to read master. What a big idiot you are to try hitting my master, which is a slow arrow. Caster blocked the arrow. It had been aimed for me the moment we entered the arena. Or so I thought. A sharp pain. When I look, I see a small gash in my arm. It makes me nauseous, more nauseous than seeing a small wound like that would warrant. Caster stopped the surprise attack, but I was focused on running away. There was a second arrow. Ah, wow, I'm so sorry, master. Wait, I smell poison. The enemy is a shameless archer. I struggle to stay conscious as the poison starts to course through my system. Whoever that servant is, they've landed a really good shot. There's no doubt that the enemy is an archer. What good is knowing that going to do me if I die? Before the poison spreads, I have to retreat to a safer place. There's the first matrix. And that's why we really can't do much in this day. Yeah, just get out of here quickly. Off we go. Finally made it to the exit. Harsh's poisons pretty much paralyzed me. It took all my strength to just stay conscious. Let's hurry back while I can still move my legs. Yep, let's get out of here. Not really. I think today was in terms of me playing was a pretty bad, all things considered. But, well, at least we got this one done. Are you okay, master? Does it hurt? Do you feel ill? Can you still move around, okay? It's not my fault for being such a worthless servant. You should never, ever forgive me, master. But I'm still really happy that it's not too serious. The poison will go away by tomorrow. Just be careful. Let's go to the nurse's office tomorrow and get you some tender, loving care. This servant's pretty smart to use poison arrows, so they're an archer, right? How annoying. I'll pay back the injury done to my master 100-fold. And there we go, we got everything on the first floor. The next day is gonna be, how do you say? The next day is gonna be the second floor, so that's where I'm gonna end it for now. Alright everyone, that's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next for more Fate Extra. Ciao.